Hey guys, how are you? So this video is for two things. One, for all of you that are alone on Christmas, and also to see if maybe you guys can help me with my camper build, and I'll get to that at the end. So weirdly enough, everywhere I go where I'm trying to be by myself, people show up, like extraneous people, and then they just get all around where I'm at. Like, why does that happen? Sometimes we actually want to be alone, right? Anyway, so there's a whole group of people here walking back and forth, and so I apologize if there's distractions, and I had to put Jade on the leash, so she's not very happy about it because she was going to be able to get to run around. So she's sitting here next to me, frantically wanting to run, but we'll see. We'll do the best we can. Anyway, so for all of you that are out there alone, wish you Merry Christmas and hope you're having a nice Christmas. And if you're not, shout out and a hug. So I hope you have a better Christmas. See a little bit over there in her pen. It's the birds. There are tons of birds and animals out in this park running around because it's flooded. We've been getting all kind of flash floods here. And storms are very unusual for Florida this time of year. Can you see the water all in the back? And it's all in the front of me too. The grass I'm standing on, it's just all water. My shoes are all wet. So anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted too. Okay, so here is my SUV that I'm trying to make into a camper. You see I put the luggage rack on top, and that is a fantastic fan that I had them put in at the van build. And the reason why I did that, I know, a little crazy, but I did that because I'm in the SUV a lot with the animals, or they're in it and it's hot, and so I wanted to make sure that they're always cool, and that was just easier for me. I thought it was a better idea for us. Because I can just turn that little knob and the fan starts going and it changes the degrees about 10 degrees immediately. So just so you can see, it's very disorganized now, so sorry because I tore everything apart to do that and to do some other things to work on it. But up here I usually keep my girly hair stuff. You'll see there's a bunch of stuff up there. There's CDs on a CD file on that side, and then there's pencils and pens. Usually I keep them here, and my sunglasses and gloves. And someone from YouTube actually showed me about the sunglasses with the rubber band, so I just went crazy with that. I use rubber bands for a lot of stuff now. So there's usually a big console here, and I ripped that out and I replaced it with this smaller console here. It fit perfect, and it's just what we need and not anything extra, and I love it because this one just was too much for nothing. So it left us this big room here, and I think right now it's great because Jade can run across and it makes her have easier access to the back and stuff. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it that way or if I'm going to put like a small drink cooler or something low to the ground there. Up there I just keep my workout bag and stuff for me. Okay, so I want to show you the back here. Let's go. And so I took out the seats, and when you take out the seats for this model, you're left with this. That will actually come apart. If you see, I could take this out, but then I'd have to cut the carpet, and then it would leave me with that weird stuff underneath. So there's a big hump there. Do you see it? It's about 3 or 4 inches tall. It goes all the way across. So I don't have a flat surface to work with. I was going to put a plank across, but that would take up a lot of the storage space for me, and also I'm not sure about how that would end up there with the animals. I worry about their legs and their feet and jumping around. I don't want them to get nicked by anything, so I don't want any sharp corners or rough edges. This is just padding I put in because there's nothing there right now for Jade, so she doesn't hurt her feet for now. It's just a yoga mat cut up. And then I put this, I took the floor, that you can see the old carpet is disgusting. So I took the flooring, the carpet out of this section, and I put this for when we were on the road before. I had it set up different. But that's as easy for me to clean and just sweep out. Okay, so in those pockets on the seats right now, everything's shoved in there because I'm tearing things apart. But normally I just keep the animals' leashes and specific things there, jackets or whatever. And then that is usually maps and the front visor thing. Okay, so this is a shelf that I'm thinking of using for the bed. It's actually the right size. It comes just within that chair up there, and Jade just sits up there, so if I leave that chair in, that's no matter. I had a suggestion from someone to take that passenger seat out, shove this bed up closer, and then I could put my kitchen here in the back. And so I might do that because I have an idea for how I want to build like a kitchen. So when I open this, my refrigerator standing up here, my little refrigerator cooler, and I can pull out the stuff for my stove and a little sink and everything right here. So that would be awesome. But I'm not sure about that. Other than that, I'm going to leave the bed here, and then well, it'll be this shelf. I have to cut around. I'm going to turn this around that way, so this is that way, and I'm going to cut this around so that it goes past this, and I can shove this all the way up. And then I have another one of these I'm going to put on this side, and that's going to make the base of my bed. And that way I don't have to deal with the flooring thing, I don't think. I'm also probably going to put legs up there. It's pretty stable, but I'm going to put legs up there underneath just in case. I'll show you what that looks like. Let's see. So I think legs there, and then I'll still be able to put stuff down there. In case you're wondering, that is the battery that attaches for my fantastic fan that I have in the front there. Shout out to Jamie at the Van Build and Steampunksteve for organizing, and Steve put the fantastic fan in, and anybody else who worked on that for me, just a quick shout out and thank you. Okay, so if you have any ideas or suggestions about what I can do with this floor or for this SUV, that would be great. Remember, this is an old SUV, so I feel free to tear it apart and, you know, try things, which is why I did the fantastic fan. It's very old. I've got over 250,000 miles on this, so, and it's still going strong, but I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, so I can, you know, be imaginative and creative. It's not like I went out and got something new and I'm ripping it apart. I wouldn't do that. So give me your ideas, comments, anything that you can tell me to help. That would be very much appreciated, because just so you know, I tried to saw and build my own bed, and yeah, I suck at it. So I am the opposite of a handyman. There are some things that you'll be surprised that I know and I can do, but building stuff with wood, or, you know, figuring out flooring stuff and how to go around, yeah, no, that's not me at all. So if any of you are really handy at that and you can help me, that would be amazing. So I would definitely appreciate it, because I would like this to look nice. And I feel like, you know, when Jade and I come in here and we sit down and we've chilled and we've just, you know, hung out, and we are safe here and we like it. This truck has a lot of memories for us, and maybe someday I'll get to tell you about those, but it's special to us. So if we can make something really cool out of it, that would be even more special. Okay, so I want to tell you a funny story. Okay, so here's my funny story, and it involves this rack on top that I was so fortunate to get, and I love it because it helps me keep the animals stuff and all our extraneous stuff for cooking and different things for now up there, and our tent and all that. Okay, the sun's gone down and now it's getting cloudy, so we're probably going to get another storm. I know. Jade. Hey, buddy. Hey, Jade. Say hi. Say hi, Jadey. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. She is just crazy watching all the birds and animals. We just saw armadillo walk across. But anyway, wanted to talk to you about the cargo luggage thing that I have on top. So the funny story is this. I'm traveling through, I was on my way to New Mexico and Arizona. And on the way to New Mexico, you know, you start getting up into some mountainous area and some semi trucks. And all of a sudden, I thought there was an earthquake. There was this, like, this was started happening in our truck. And I'm going, what on earth? And then it started doing more, like, really? Am I making you sick? And Jade looks at me like, what? She was worried. So I was like slowing down, putting the brakes on. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, is something happens? I get a flat tire? You know, is there an earthquake? What's going on? So next time that happened, it's like a certain, I don't know, set of events where maybe there's wind that captures in between. But so we started doing this again down the road, and then it becomes this, and I look in my rearview mirror and the car driving by is going this. And I'm thinking to myself, what does that look like to other people? What's happening? Do they see my truck doing this? Is that me? Is that what's happening? I know, we always think about what other people are, or wonder what other people are thinking, right? So, funny story, but, so I think it's the cargo, carrier, because I've never had that problem before. I made sure everything was even inside, and even inside the truck, pretty much, so, because someone said it might be that, and so I tried evening things out. Still happened on the way back. So, I think it's that. I think it's that carrier. Maybe there's too much wind that gets underneath. So if you have any suggestions or comments or funny stories yourself, please comment below and let me know, because I would love to hear them. And again, for all of you that are alone for Christmas, just a wonderful, warm Merry Christmas to you. See, I have my little snow sweater because it does not get snowy here. Oh wait, there's my little reindeer. That's about as close to Christmas stuff as I'm gonna get. Yes, this rig is really small for us. I'm hoping to get a larger one. I personally love Ford. I love my truck. I have been all over the country, and I had never had a problem. It's never let me down. I've had minimal repairs on it over the years that I have had it, and I just absolutely love it. So I don't care what anyone says. Sometimes you just have to do what's right for you, and it doesn't matter what other people think. You're going to be happy when you make yourself happy and you do things, you know, for you and that you love. If you try to fit into someone else's mold, you're not going to be happy. Anyway, eventually we'd like to get a larger Ford, something with a Ford engine or Ford truck, because we love Ford. I don't care what anyone says. This truck has taken me all over. I have some of the most wonderful memories with my dog, now with the cat, and most importantly with my daughter. And so I love Ford. It was never dead on the road for me like people told me it was going to be. And I've got over 250,000 miles on it, and I love it. Sometimes things that are right for you aren't right for everyone else, and that's okay. But this is right for me. So eventually, yeah, I'd like to get something, maybe somewhere between 24 and 27 feet with a bathroom and a shower. But definitely I'd like it to be forward if I possibly can. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but that's my dream, the next step for us, because we want to start going on longer and longer trips and different things. So we have some things in mind that we want to do. She's got mud all over her because, yeah, she's been playing out in the field that's now flooded. So she loves it. Special shout out to all the friends that I made in Arizona. I wish I was there with you guys. Miss you very much. You know who you are. And I can't wait to see you again. And I hope that you're having a wonderful Christmas. And if not, then maybe this will help just a little bit. If not, then maybe this will. That's my happy dance. That's the best I can do. I don't have a tripod that works with this yet. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas again, and Merry Christmas. Please comment below. Share your stories with me. I love to hear from people. So just share your Christmas stories or your being alone stories, or if you need someone to talk to, that's fine too. I'll be here. You know my channel. It's Wilder Roads Ahead. Bye. Say goodbye. Say we'll see you later. Bye, everyone.